Katy Perry or Lady Gaga?
Wait, what?
Katy Perry, Lady Gaga.
Katy Perry.
Me too.
Tom Brady's son Jack is living a wonderful life. While there might be some pressure growing up as the oldest son of the greatest quarterback of all time, Jack has been taking advantage of his time growing up to get prepared. He's living quite an interesting lifestyle at the moment, which is what we are going to be diving into in today's video. Be sure to stick around until the end of the video to hear about the legendary party that Jack was able to go to growing up because of his father, Brady. Jack loves sports. Jack has always had a very fond relationship with sports of all different shapes and sizes. When he was growing up, he had a serious interest in playing soccer. In fact, his mother, Bridget Monahan, has stated in the past that, "I think right now he wants to be a professional soccer player." However, she later continued by saying that his attitude towards what he wants to do when he grows up kind of varies, which isn't unusual for someone who was much younger back when these comments came out. Monahan said, "Though after the Olympics, he's like, I think I'm going to win a gold in swimming." Then it was Michael Phelps, so I think he just likes awards. Even Tom Brady himself said that soccer was Jack's thing, though. Brady said, "I think they are into watching football because of their dad, but my oldest son, Jack, really loves soccer. He wants to be an Olympic soccer goalie." This was all back around 2017-2018, but now that Jack's growing up, the interests are kind of settling down. And at the moment, it certainly appears that his interest is in football, the exact sport that his father played and made a living off of in his lifetime. Jack is special at football. At the moment, Jack is playing football in high school. In fact, he's playing the quarterback and safety position for his team. Brady has said, "I love watching him play quarterback because I think there's very few things in life that I could probably help him with. You know, I don't have a lot of specialties in life other than probably throwing the football. He's just a great kid, but I can definitely help him at quarterback." The love doesn't stop there, though. Brady has said that his son has excellent hand-eye coordination and moves significantly better than he did when he was still in high school. I guess Brady is already setting the bar high for his son, who might end up being the very next prodigy if he sticks with the sport. Jack just appears to love most sports that he's thrown into. For example, there were other photos and videos showing Brady and Jack competing against one another like golf, and even time where they hit the hard floor to face off in a basketball game. When it comes to that basketball game in particular, Tom said, "Dad still wins for now. I don't love my chances next year, though." There's endless love and support surrounding him. Jack gets endless love and support from both of his parents, even though they aren't together anymore. Brady's now ex-wife, Giselle Bundchen, has been nothing but supportive since they all had a discussion about the pregnancy. Bridget and Tom have long stated that Giselle's support has been a wonderful thing for each of them, allowing them to provide for their child without making things horrendously awkward and complicated. If there's one thing that this kid has grown up with, without a shadow of a doubt, it's the fact that he is endlessly loved by his parents. Giselle even calls him her bonus child, and she's his bonus mother. When asked about the nicknames, she said that she just doesn't prefer to use the term stepmom. Not because it's a negative term, but because she feels like she is lucky enough to have a wonderful child like him, along with her other two children that she shares with Brady. Monahan once opened up about the situation and shared, "Tom and I made a decision to raise a child together, and we both found partners that not only supported us in raising that child, but also loved our child as if he was their own. I don't think you can ask for more than that. My son is surrounded by love. That's a wonderful thing to hear, especially in today's age." Jack gets a lifetime of experiences. Being the son of arguably the best quarterback in the NFL also has its perks. Jack is able to spend a lot of time around a professional football landscape and learn from some of the greatest minds in the sport. He even got a job with an NFL team despite not having much experience in the area. Well, not that it was a position that needed a lot of experience. Brady was able to help Jack get himself a job as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ball boy for the entirety of the offseason one year. Brady mentioned that Jack took the job incredibly seriously and was doing his best whenever he got the opportunity. Other videos show Brady bringing Jack to Buccaneers practices to throw a football around with him. Jack was able to spend time with some of the other coaches and trainers while still hanging around the quarterback room and learning from some other veteran guys that have been around the league for a while. For a younger kid that is still trying to pave his way into the NFL, getting this much of a firsthand experience with his father is a tremendous boost forward. You could probably say that life as the greatest quarterback of all time's son is a pretty nice thing to be, especially when you grow up looking to follow in the footsteps of your father in the NFL while he's still playing at a high level.
For my son, is Jack, who's probably the best part of my football career, is having him at training camp with me for 2 weeks.
Brady even took Jack to a few parties growing up. Jack also gets to go along with Tom to some parties. Yes, you did in fact hear that correctly. Brady once shared a story about the time he took his son to a party that was hosted by none other than Snoop Dogg. If you haven't ever heard this story before, then buckle up, because you are about to hear a great story. Brady recalled the story on a podcast saying, "It was midnight, it was in our hotel, so we had this special spot on the stage. Snoop had a pole up and there were some girls. They were clothed, but at the same time, there was a pole, and my son, he had his eyes open, and he was listening to music. And I said, 'Jack, cover your eyes.' And he goes, 'Dad, I'm good, I'm good.' So it's 2 a.m, and we were having the time of our life, and I'm like, holy cow, if he tells his mother, I ain't going to see this kid for a long time." Brady later shared this story to Snoop Dogg himself, who responded by saying, "Yeah, keep that under your hat, Jack."
Keep that under your hat, Jack.
That's right. He's growing up quick, that boy.
I'm sure going to a party that's hosted by Snoop Dogg has to be a mind-blowing experience, and yet here's Jack out here living his best life at this party at a pretty young age. Tom Brady chose to teach his kid young, I see. That's only the first story shared about some of these types of experiences. I can only imagine the type of things that Jack has been able to go to with his father. Maybe they are award ceremonies or other events hosted by fellow athletes and celebrities. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is that the kid is growing up with a lot of experiences at these types of events. If he makes the NFL one day, he's going to know exactly what's going on around him. That's going to do it for this video regarding the lavish lifestyle of Tom Brady's son Jack. Leave a comment down below if you think that Jack might have what it takes to become an NFL quarterback one day, or if you believe that he's not going to stick with it long enough to really take his game to the next level.
On the stage, well, Snoop had a pole up and there were some girls. They were clothed, but at the same time, there was a pole, and my son he had his eyes open and he was listening to music. And I said, "Jack, cover your eyes." And he goes, "Dad, I'm good, I'm good." And I'm like, holy cow, if he tells his mother, I ain't gonna see this kid for a long time.